I want to invite up is someone who we met at the Oregon Recovers met at the Walk for Recovery in September 2019. Tanya Karlowitz. She had lost her son Blake less than 2 or 3 weeks before that, and has been an incredible advocate ever since then, and taken her pain and really used it to give him a legacy. And so we're so grateful she drove over from Sun River today to be with us.
Hello, my name is Tanya Karlowitz, and I am forever Blake's mama. I spent the last few days at Lake Tahoe, where I lived when I was pregnant with my firstborn son, Blake. We moved to Reno shortly after he was born, but often drove up the mountain to play on the shores of the lake. Visiting the beaches at the beginning of this week, I could almost hear Blake, and later, Blake and his little brother splashing in the cold water and searching for crawdads. When Blake was 13, his best friend showed me the stash of empty bottles of alcohol underneath Blake's bed. He was worried about Blake. By the age of 14, I felt terrified that we were going to lose him. I didn't know the full scope of what Blake was using, but knew from his behavior that he was in trouble, that we as a family were in trouble. We sent Blake to Sagewalk Wilderness Therapy for 60 days and relocated to Central Oregon. He did well during the remainder of his teen years. He had an acumen for business and adventure. He and a friend opened a hot dog and smoothie cart in Sun River's Mall after their junior year. Later, Blake ran his own hot tub maintenance business. At the age of 18, Blake was in a dirt bike accident that injured his teeth and jaw and required multiple surgeries. The story is familiar. After each surgery, Blake was prescribed opioids. Sometime later, I was sitting on the garage step next to Blake, begging him to tell me what he was on. At 19 years old, he was addicted to heroin. Over the next near decade, I learned that substance use disorder steals the souls of those who are afflicted and crushes the souls of those who love the ones afflicted. I learned to be quiet about the chaos that sometimes erupted in my home. I learned that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree meant that I was somehow a bad parent. I learned that navigating help for an adult child was next to impossible because resources were extremely limited. I learned that correction officers in jails treat visiting family members of inmates like they carry a disease. They do. They carry the weight of the disease of substance use disorder, which includes the stigma and the powerlessness and the terrified thoughts of what would become of their loved one. This weight shadows everything the family members do, and the effects ripple out into the communities. Blake spent time in various rehab facilities in Oregon and under the care of a doctor in Portland who oversaw his medication-assisted treatment. Later, when his treatment was available in Bend, he was able to access his medication easier. If you call getting up at 5 a.m. to get your daily dose of medication before work easy. Nothing about substance use disorder is easy. The treatment facility in Bend threatened to reduce the dosage of Blake's medication because he could not or would not stop drinking. Blake arranged to enter into a treatment facility in La Pine, which closed before Blake could be admitted. They had another facility in Los Angeles, though, West Hollywood to be exact. This didn't sound like an ideal location to me, but options being limited and wanting to support my son's decision and organization of his own treatment, we woke up before dawn one day in November of 2017 to send him on his way. He was 26. In July of 2019, he suffered a final overdose and was in a coma for 8 days before he took his last breath. Blake was loved as a son, a brother, and a friend. He was caring, kind, empathic, intelligent, goal-oriented, and charismatic. And he had substance use disorder. We have to do more to help people with substance use disorder because the qualities that they have are important to building better and stronger communities. They are not their disease. The disease causes their bodies to crave a substance so much that the monster takes over, and the afflicted person will do whatever they need to do to get that substance. This financially impacts our criminal justice systems and emergency rooms, both of which are not sufficiently equipped to treat substance use disorder. We have to do better. Blake deserved better as a human being. We deserve better as Blake's family. All the individuals with substance use disorder and their loved ones deserve better. They deserve support and treatment and education. We must do better, and we can. But will we? I cannot answer that question, but our legislators can. Will they be swayed by the alcohol lobbyists, or will they listen to the plight of their citizens and the black and white financial impacts that are weighing on our communities due to the substance use disorder epidemic? For 1 in 3 families in Oregon that struggle with this disease, and for all the communities that are impacted, and that's every single person, I hope and pray they do the right thing. My name is Tanya Karlowitz. I am forever Blake's mama.
Thank you, Tanya.